Thank you and welcome. Thank you. Let me go ahead and open up my PowerPoint real quick. Then we're going to share it out. Okay, second. Here we go. I'm giving you an actual presentation. Is going to go. It should be short and sweet because we're just going to talk about how the program works and what's offered. And then when we start training, we'll break down the courses and things of that nature. So we're just going to give an overview of what's going on in this summer program for those who are not used to having an organized training event. All right, so the SMB Enterprise Training Academy. This is a 2022 season. Every year we try to get better. So I always recommend, even if you fall off for this year and you want to come back next year, always come to the opening meeting because we always tweaking and always trying to get better. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna have my people, and I'm here first, but it's not gonna be me. I'm the founder and CEO of the organization. I have a co-founder, which is John. I don't think he's here because he's upstate doing stuff upstate. But the next person is going to be Ken. Ken's going to introduce himself and tell them what he does. Ken, have you go ahead and start?
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to SMB. If you've never been here before, if you've been here before, you know what the deal is. My name's Kenneth Henry. I'm 53 years old. I've been officiating for about 25, 26, maybe 27 years, give or take a year or two. Uh, I'm originally born in Baytown, Texas, but I live in Houston. Um, been in the chapter for maybe 17, 18 years, if that makes a difference. So I'm real close to Miss Silver. She's not only a somewhat of a mentor over the years, uh, somewhat of a what they call uh, uh, what you call it a advisor over the years, and has grown to be a really good friend, just like most of SMB. So if you come in with us and you stick around for a while, you'll probably get that same effect from her and all of us. Uh, my role as far as SMB goes is head assigner, a senior assigner, senior official. Me and Miss Sylvia have collaborated over the years on a lot of events um, to get a better feel, a better product on the floor with her training skills and what she has put in us. The ones who have grown in the program over the years and what she has given us has really become a staple for SMB, if I can use that word. A guideline, a very faithful way for us to know and learn the officiating side of basketball. And in that return, because we spend a lot of time together, a lot of trips, a lot of things that we do, we also become kind of personally involved with each other in certain ways, which also helps in learning and taking criticism and doing what you need to do as far as a good quality official. And that's what we're about. That's what she's putting us to be about, being and becoming and teaching and helping everyone to be a good quality official. Um, we have a number of tournaments over the summer season that her and I oversee. Um, if I get work, I make sure SMB works. If she get works, vice versa. Like I said, to make sure we put um, a very good quality product on the floor that helps everyone. So if you want to come into the program and that's what you plan to do, um, we'll be working, and we work. I mean, when we work a lot of times Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day, all 3 days. If you want 2 or 3 games, if you want 5 or 6 games, whatever once we get the train out of the way and she teaches you and gets us to teach you whatever it is you need to know, and you're clear to say, okay, I'm ready to put you on the floor. Um, you got to come in ready to get it done. Sometimes we're harsh. Sometimes we're no, we're always harsh. Let me not. I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. Sometimes you want to get stroked and rubbed, which you will when you come out polished and do what you need to do. Hey, good job. We got your back. Great, great, whatever, whatever. But when you're not getting it done, you're gonna know. And that's the purpose of what we're doing. That's the purpose of putting you on the floor. That's the purpose of us going through everything we go through. That's the purpose of us telling when I talk to a client, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is what we're putting on the floor. I'll call Sylvia or she'll call me. We'll talk a couple of days, get everything lined out. We bring it to you, it's ready to go. And we expect you to be the same way, ready to go. So we always look out what's best for us, for SMB, for the floor product as a whole. And we would appreciate if you do the same. Any questions, any concerns, I'm always around. I'm always there to lend a hand. I'm always there to help her out, whatever she needs, however she wants to get it done. Uh, we have a lot of good young officials who have came through and showed up and showed out and are continuing to show up and show out, and we appreciate that. So she told me to talk for 2 or 3 minutes, but that's all I really got. Like I said, we when we get started, like she was talking yesterday about, like she said, she just left the tournament, she's running behind, and we have talked. We said yesterday, when we get started, we're started. So when you come in the door, you're started. Uh, we schedule a certain way. We schedule for as well. Like I said, everything goes to a good product. So if you're one of them people that want to come in, oh, I want 12, 13 game teams in a row. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. We're going to give you a good quality of games, a good time to do your games, as best quality schedule as we can give you, and we expect you to honor that and work hard and do what we do. So, any questions, any concerns, I'm here. Any questions, any concerns about the tournaments that we have coming up, I'm here. Uh, if you come in, like I said, come in ready to work. Come in, look out for SMB and the program and the company because that's what we're going to do for you. Uh, Thank you. I love all of y'all. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Ken. Um, So that's for we're gonna go more in detail to how it's assigned. We won't get in deep details because some people want to be a part of the program. So we're just gonna go give it to those who will say, yeah, we're gonna do this. We'll go ahead and show you where you're supposed to go, how you sign up for the games, where the games, gonna give you the schedule. We like I said, we change things every year. There's no need to post a schedule to everybody because evidently, if you're not a part of the program, why does everybody need to know when the schedules are, when the games and tournaments are? Because they won't be probably participating in what we're doing. So we'll cover that, like I said, later on the details. Next person is Aaron Rollins to speak. He's our first official that completed the program. It was how motivated and inspired me to know that this could really work. And so he's here now, going to introduce himself. Aaron, you still there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I don't see you though.
You don't see me? Can you see me now?
No. There you go.
Really?
All right.
Really? Oh, okay. How y'all doing? My name is Aaron Rollins. I'm originally from Bozeman, Mississippi. I migrated to Houston like a lot of people on this call. Um, I've been officiating for 5 years. I've been with SMB for 4 years. Um, what I want to do, I want to help this program grow and get better and better and better and give all the knowledge I've gained over my short 5 years with in officiating and with SMB and give it back to you guys that are just starting and keep moving this thing forward. Yep, that's all I got.
He- well, he's very shy and timid. I tell you what, most definitely, because of his persistence, motivation, and focus, he's one of the reasons why the program is being so successful. He was like, I guess, say the guinea pig of the organization and testing and trying, and as a result of his success, he's given us a path for everybody else behind him to speed on. And he's been rough, and he's been a lot of bumps and bruises, and he took it as a champ. And in the best way I say, he helped build this structure of our program. So he's just trying to be humble about it. But if it wasn't for Aaron's success in developing and sticking with the program, we never knew this would actually work. There's people before him, okay, and it fell off and never got right. But he stayed with the program, and because of him, we have now seen success, and every year it's growing more and more. So I will give him his kudos. He's going to try to be humble, but I appreciate him. Okay, most definitely. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Sam.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone. My name is Samuel Phillips. I have been, I'm originally from Lufkin, Texas, East Texas, Lufkin, Texas, small country town. I migrated to Houston in 2017. I have been officiating for a total of 4 years and have been a part of the SMB community for about 3.5 years. So the biggest thing for me is piggybacking. Actually, I'm a direct byproduct of Aaron's success to kind of piggyback off of that. If it hadn't been for Aaron and what he did, he opened up the gate for me, and I could speed on it, just as fast, if not maybe a little faster. We kind of kid with him about that sometimes. What I like to do for you guys is give an understanding of professionalism. That's the way I was raised. That's how I've always been. I've always kind of understood that. What we like to do at SMB is we want you to be an exceptional official, but also an exceptional individual, because the lessons and what you learn here will be more than just basketball. And we understand that it's bigger than basketball. But the first and most important thing we want to do is give you a solid foundation so you have a great understanding of what we want to do, how we're doing things. And once we have that solid foundation, we have a good understanding. Now you can do with basketball pretty much, what sees fit. But we want to have a good foundation for you. We want you to understand what we're talking about, understand the process, understand knowing the rules, understand being able to teach the rules. Like Sylvia, my mentor, always says, if you know it, you can teach it. And so we hope to get you guys to that level one day. But we really appreciate you guys taking out time out of your busy Sunday to join us, because this program, I promise you, it really is beneficial. It'll really help you get to where you want to go with basketball. We are a growth family, a growth mindseted people. We all think, walk the same. We have different, ideals and opinions, but at the heart and the core of it all, we really are about training officials. And like y'all can call him Kenneth Henry, I call him Unc. Like Unc said, this is what we do. We want to have the best product out on the floor. So yeah, if you come in and you want to just work, that's not what we're about. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to understand basketball as you should from that officiating standpoint, and just get better each and every time we step on the floor. But like I said, the biggest thing that I want to bring to you guys is that professionalism, and also really understanding, because a lot of us are newer, or if we don't really understand and we're training, we're trying to get that. And so me being first, second, third year refereeing, it hasn't been very long. Share a quick little tidbit. I actually, I've only been in the chapter, our Houston local chapter, for about 4 years, and I already made it to regionals. And that's something that can happen for you guys. But it's about putting in the work. It's about understanding. It's about having a growth mindset versus a goal mindset. And if you take this journey with us, and like Ken said, like Unc said, stick around. It'll be well worth it. Thank you, guys.
Good stuff. Thank you, Sam. Okay, so I'm back around. Think we're gonna go. Yeah, okay. Back on a second. Back on to Aaron. I mean, Jimmy. John Hicks. John Hicks is our travel person. He handles all our travel. We'll go more into that later on once you get into one of the programs. We have like an AAU officials program where we travel around the nation and work basketball games. Mostly the name brands of Under Armour, Nike, Adidas. Okay, those three we actually deal with. And I think of the Dallas, Las Vegas has another big one, and Dallas has one we might support, but they normally sponsored by Nike. EYBL, I think it's called EYBL. So those are the big programs we do. Once we get our foundation straight, we get our fundamentals. Now it's time to test it. So John is the person that we use to coordinate our travel when we go around places. So that's John Hicks. Me and myself, my name is Sylvia Biget. I'm a former U.S. Army drill sergeant, and now I'm currently the CEO and founder of SMB Enterprise Officials. I'm also a professor at Lone Star College, where I teach Cisco certification systems. I'm actually certified as a Cisco instructor, and I have my actual certifications. If I want to get a job as a Cisco networking engineer, I can do that. I tell you those things for now, because I'm going to show you later on what we're going to what the vision is for this program we're getting ready to do. As everything in our program, this was founded on referees helping other referees, okay? And nothing can be better and more solid is our basketball community. We have a
Has joined the
phenomenal
meeting.
basketball community. And these people you see popping up here have been a part of it behind the scenes, in the front, and they've always been supporting the program. You might not see them everywhere you go, but they're always understanding the standards of what we do at SMB Enterprise. They're always giving us positive feedback, and they do the things they do on and off the court. And this one here, she is phenomenal. She's out of California. I mean, I swear to what, man, she has supported our program. People drive to Hawaii, and she aligns up with a signer in Hawaii. And referees from our program has been able to referee basketball games in Hawaii. Okay, she also part of our training group. And need somebody that's successful as we go through. There goes John Hicks right there. John Hicks, you get a picture of him and everything. It takes a village to grow. So when you see these people, they're part of the community. And you might not see them all at one time, but they're always around trying to make sure that the SMB standards are always kept and maintained. So sometimes not just you see me around. I can't be everywhere, especially now we're growing so big. But I say later on, you see the slide saying we are our brother's keepers. We motivate you to do the best you can be. Okay, on and off the court. Uh, Welcome again. I want to thank you to for coming to our program. What we offer is a safe environment for you to grow. Okay, to understand the mindset of growth, that you can fail and you have everybody around you to help hold you up and redirect you in the right direction and say, hey, go again. That's our process in SMB to make sure that you're successful. Okay. We do our best to create a culture of progress in the basketball community. That's something that's not really seen much. We want that to be changed. We're doing our part to make sure that you see a positive environment for basketball growth. That it's okay to be good or okay to have a problem. It's okay to be a part of the
Howard
community and be
Smith.
successful. Okay.
Has joined the meeting.
SMB is founded on the premise of official topic officials. That's how I started in 2005. I started with 6 referees. They were all females. And the biggest problem we had in Houston was getting a female referee to work a varsity boys game. It was like pulling teeth. We had to kill somebody to get the game. So Steve Oakes, I would say his name. He's the one that gave me the opportunity, and he allowed us to go and travel. And he gave us games locally and games in Las Vegas. We can go out there and officiate, okay, basketball games. Okay, and from there it took off. Okay, more and more people saw they had opportunities. They didn't know they can do certain things, and once we had the opportunity, we started sharing it with people, other people, so that we could. As each referee helped each other referee. You don't know what you can do until you give an opportunity to do it. And that's one thing here. We give you opportunity for growth and to be good, successful at being a basketball referee. We are our brother's keeper. It takes a community. It takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a community of basketball referees to build a referee. We're human beings. As a human being, we're known to go through the path of least resistance, like electricity. If we can walk, we will. If we can do so, unless we take care of one another, look out for one another, and let everybody know, hey, you're being watched. A lot of time, accountability will bring out the best in you, and then you realize, hey, I'm good at this, even though you didn't think you was. But now that people are pushing you and guiding you and giving you direction, you realize you can be a very good referee. Okay? You don't have to be the ones that's walking and doing the things that are not desirable. We don't want any official to fail in this application. Referees are in big demand. Everybody needs a referee. A good place. Everybody needs a good referee. They get some people with 2 legs in a whistle. That's a joke we always say. We got 2 legs in a whistle, and they out there. But that's not what a good referee is. Okay, someone knows the rules, accountable, dependable, reliable, and you can communicate. Those are just basic things. You don't have to be the superstar Minotaur. That's a decent, good referee. And that's what we're trying to build. Good referees. If you decide to excel at the guys I have in my training programs, that's on you. But just to be a good referee, understand the rules, know how to adjudicate the rules, and how to communicate is all we're asking for. And that's what we need in Houston in a big way. Matter of fact, really nationwide, just good referees. I would say, most of all, for coming and just taking a look, by thanking you for trusting us with your growth process. Because that's a right. No one can say I have a right to help you get better. If you don't want to, you can go anywhere. And that's what I always say. I don't care where you go, as long as you get some training somewhere. Get some kind of guidance, because we need referees. We need good referees quickly. Is there any questions so far about the people training? Okay, all right. The purpose of this meeting, while we're here, everyone is starting from a different place. Okay, what that means is that some people have been refereeing for a while, and now they just want to get better because they see everybody like pretty much passing them by. They've been doing it 5 or 6 years, and they can't get out of middle school. Okay, so they have been refereeing, but something about their game is not letting them go to their next level. And so we're here to help those kind of videos. We have people that just started, and they just say, hey, I want to do better. I like this. I want to do more about it. We have some people that's their first time ever even thinking about refereeing. Okay, they just came in. They don't even have a uniform yet. Okay, so everyone is starting from a different place. And the program is designed to help incorporate and teach everyone from where you are. We're here to meet you for where you are and then take you to where you want to go. Okay, from the person that's going to be good and be a professional and get a good product at the middle school level or the high school level, we're here for that. For the person that wants to get playoff games, states, regionals, we're here for that. And for the exceptional ones that want to get better and go to a college level or FIBA, FIBA, or they want to go international and see the NBA. We're here for that. We have avenues and programs for everyone to where you want to go. So we're here to meet you for where you are. Everything about a program and anything you're a part of, you have to understand the rules of the game for you to successfully complete the game. So you have to know the rules to play the game, okay, to be successful. Let's put it in a nutshell. Which means that if you come into this program and you don't understand how it runs or how it works, you're going to be frustrated with the process because you don't understand why you got your games taken away or why you was on the list with games and then it got removed. Those are the negative parts of it. Those are a lot of things that happen that when people don't understand the system, they get frustrated with the process. Okay, and they think, oh, this was messed up. Well, if you knew that you're supposed to do this, 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 and this, then you would be successful. And then we're all about success and progress and getting better. You're here to get better. And you're not here to be frustrated. Okay, so I'm teaching you how you do this, what the programs are, and how they work, and you can find one that fits you, so you can be positive. Explain the vision, goal, and training program. Like I said before, our program is designed for your success, to help you go where you want to go. Okay, the vision of our program is to be eventually nationwide. I'm developing a program that you can get certified and registered so that you have an accreditation badge from SMB Training Academy that's known to wherever you go. The biggest thing I've heard is that when you transfer from one city to one state, you got to reinvent the wheel all over again. You got to start back in middle school. The state you came from, you was already varsity. Now you got to go back to a new location. You got to start back with middle school. They got to see you work a little bit. Then you got to do, so you got to go through the process over and over again. If we have accreditation, like my Cisco certification, that I have these credentials, and I can demand this kind of pay from wherever I go because they know I have met the standard of what the minimum requirements are to be a Cisco certification engineer. That's what I'm trying to develop for our referees. So I go to California, if I go to New York, or wherever I go to work basketball, they can look me up and say, oh, you're at this level. And they can put you in the game instead of turning around and try to have you always got to do the same thing over and over again. Okay. Set expectations and standards for the training program. Okay. Let you know that we're an organization designed for training and developing referees. We're not a game pool. You will not get 5 block games here. So if you're looking for that, you're in the wrong spot. Purpose for that. There's no way you're going to get better working 5 games in a row. I'm telling you right now, to your face, it's not going to happen. Okay? All you're going to do is reinforce bad behaviors, bad habits. When you get to game 3, 4, and 5, you're just surviving. And you can't learn by just surviving, just trying to breathe, just trying to just get through it. Okay? So that's why we have ours broken down in sections. 2 on, 1 off, the rotation. 2 on, 1 off. So when you off the court, you're not just also rejuvenating. You're also getting direction, feedbacks, pointers you can go. So when you go back in the court next time, you implement those changes. And now you work on that stuff. Once you get past that, hopefully we have some more redirection. You have your next set of games, and you reinforce whatever that is. That's the purpose of what we're doing. The games are not here for you to make money. Okay, that's a byproduct of good refereeing. And you hear me say it over and over again throughout the year. A good referee does not have to look for games. A good referee is always called. My phone's blowing all the time. I can work anywhere I want, whenever I want, because you have to be a good referee for it to happen. Okay, and then you get games, and you work the games, you get money. Okay, so that's a thought process. So first, let's be a good referee. Okay, so when you get in the court, you give a good product that will give you as many games the law will allow, and when you have all those games, the money will flow. Okay, so you put it in perspective, you'll have success. We have it. It was also to answer any questions or comments or concerns. You're going to hear from the horse's mouth. I'm here. My staff is here. Other people are actually in the programs. You see, Coop got it on. She's going to speak later on. She don't know it yet. Okay. But she's a part of the Celebrated program. Okay. And so you can ask any questions you need of the program. You don't have to have hearsay. You can ask us. And there's no question that it's not a good question because you want to know. I'm sure the other people around the nation or around the place that want to know the same stuff. If they're on Facebook, they don't have the opportunity to ask, and other ones they just didn't know to ask. Okay, so you might have a good question. No question is a bad question if you want to ask that question. Okay, and that's why you hear from the horse's mouth. You want to hear from anybody else trying to make up what they think because they're not part of the program. Okay? Any questions so far? For those who came in late, there's a little hand raising thing on the bottom. You can raise your hand if you have a question. If I'm lecturing and make you think of a question, you can raise your hand. And I'm not finished. I'll ask your question. Answer your question. All right. All right. When I say create a culture of progress, that's something that you probably didn't hear when it comes to refereeing. Like I said, we're going to talk about being the first. There's always somebody doing the first. Because you've never seen it before, doesn't mean it's not going to work or you don't understand what's going on. Hopefully, while you're here, you find out how it works. We're doing something different than other people that haven't done before. So we're going to have bumps and bruises and confusion. But if we communicate, we'll get through it, we'll make adjustments, and we try it again. Okay? So when we say create a culture of progress, we're talking about coaching. Okay? We have a coaching program that actually works. Okay? People say I have a mentor, I have a counselor, I have somebody I'm working with, and I ask them details about what they're doing, and all they're saying is, well, they gave me games. I said, okay, did they show up to the gym? No. I said, well, how are they training you and mentoring you if they're not even in the area? So we're throwing these terms around, and one thing about SMB, if we have our training, you'll see me or Ken there from when the gym opens up until the gym closes. Okay, except for today I had to leave because I had to do this meeting. Okay, but we're there training, redirecting, taking notes, preparing you for your next level to get you where you need to be. Okay, that's what we're coaching you, we're training you, we're developing you. This is why people accelerate so quickly in our program because you actually are getting redirection on the spot. We're not waiting for whenever we see you again. We give you 5 games, and whenever we see you again, then you come back. Well, I'm working with somebody. Are you really? Because that person's not even there. So when we say coaching, we're serious. We're getting you ready for the next level, okay, or for wherever you want to go. Okay? It's not just me. It's our community. The people that are going to be speaking to you, we all will be speaking the same language. We all had the same training. We all been developed because it's not just me. I have a mentor above me that's training me, and other inputs from NBA guys and NCAA Division I people, and they're keeping me on track. Okay, so it's not just you won't just get Sylvia. You'll be getting everybody preparing you to get your basketball career going in the right direction. So the coaching is not just from Sylvia; it's from everybody in our community to get you where you want to go. We have a strategy and execution that's effective. Okay, we'll talk about later on the stats of the people that have been through the program and how they have progress. Okay, We have a strategy, a plan that it works. It works. Okay, we already know it works, and we're doing it, and we're doing it over and over again, and we're seeing results. Okay, there we go. Taking you and your officiating skills from what you have to what you want. Okay, so let's say if you started with nothing, we'll get you something. If you have something and you want more, and those who have more, they want the best. We take it from where you are to get you to what you want to do. Okay, that's called the the culture of progress. Okay, you're around like-minded referees. Okay, and if it's not, you let me know. With everybody in my program, I know who they are, especially the ones that are speaking and leading and helping you guide. We're all about getting better. Okay, like-minded referees is you'll move so much faster when you're around people that are all moving in the same direction, forward. They're now looking in the back. Oh, I didn't get a player game, or the chapter didn't treat me this way. Those guys are stuck in the mud and they just spinning around, spinning around. That season's over with. Now, what are we doing for the next season? That's the kind of group we have. Okay, that we can't change the past. What could we do now, currently, to better our future? Okay, and that's why our like-minded referees are. We are all nobody sitting around complaining about what they didn't get or how they can't have. That's not what we do here. We're looking at what can we get and how can we get it. Okay, and then who around here can help me get that. Okay, that's our mindset. Like-minded referees. All right. What gets measured gets accomplished. Okay? You'll see that big little fly up here. There it is. Progresses. Okay. Processes. What gets measured gets accomplished. It's a mindset on what we do. If you don't have a set of processes, then you can't tell what to tweak or what to adjust, to take away or to add to get better. So we always have a system in place for measurement. It's not negativity to backstab or make somebody feel less than. It's saying no, that didn't work. So how can we fix that to something that it does work? Okay, so you have to have something to measure. Okay. I'm results driven. We can talk, 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 talk. When I'm looking at you on the floor and there's next week, I tell you about your mechanics, and you come on and you look the same way you look last week, I got a problem with that. Two things. You ain't trying to get better, number one. The second thing is you in somebody's spot. So there's somebody else is waiting for that spot that you're in that wants to get better, but you holding up somebody's spot because you're not serious about your growth. Okay? I'm looking at results. If I'm saying work in the mirror in your mechanics, when you come back next week and everybody going, man, he looked better. You can tell when somebody does the work. Okay? So I'm results driven. You know, don't I've been doing this too long and I've been having a lot of lip service. Okay, so just show me. Okay, show up and show out. I will teach you how to develop a process to regulate your growth. That's what we're here for, to help you with processes. What steps you need to take to get in the right position. Get to your home spot. When you're at the home spot, self-talk. Find the defense. We give you, see, all these are steps and processes so you'll be successful in the position to make the right calls. Okay? And that's all. And once you learn the process, then we reinforce it over and over and over until it's like breathing, till it's natural. Okay? And that way, anything comes to you, high level games, low level games, you can handle anything because you have your processes in order. Okay? Our community will hold you accountable. Like I said before, it's not just me, it's everybody around. It's a culture of growth. Everybody's trying to get better. When you do well, we all do well. Okay? In summertime, we're only as good as our last product. And because of our products, we wind up growing, which means we'll get more games because of the product we put on the floor compared to those who are not working for growth, they're just working for the money. And we already know what that looks like. Okay? So when we normally work, we acquire more games, more work. That's how the summertime works. Okay. It also works somehow in the fall too, because when the coaches see a good product, they want you on their card, and they'll either call me as an assigner and say send him back here again, okay, or if you don't do your job, they'll say I don't want to see him no more. Okay, so it goes hand in another. So the community will hold you accountable, okay, and in a positive way. If they gotta fight you to be successful, If they gotta fight you so you can make more money, which is crazy to me, to show you how to be better, then you might not be a good fit for the program. From the past years of training, I have developed these programs. Trial and error. Same thing you're going through. I had to learn from other referees that were not successful, that was part of the program. That's why I was praise Aaron, because thank God he listened to the rules. He did what we told him to do, and then this can work. Okay, and ever since then, everybody's being successful. Okay, so that's what it's about. These programs have been tested. They've been on different people, married, single, college students, older people over 55. This program works for everybody. Okay, that's why we have the processes, so it can be adjusted based on your lifestyle. Brand new, brand new married, been married for a while, children, little babies, college kids in college. We have all types of referees in this program, and this program still works. Okay. Our process is for you to crawl, walk, run, and then fly. Okay. And wherever you are in this process, we have something for you. Okay. This is our stats for the last 3 years. I didn't want to go back any farther. I got tired of trying to find stats and make it accurate. But you see, um, in 2019, we had a camp right before COVID. 12 people. That's when we had an actual school. 12 people that signed up. Out of those 12 people that signed up, 10 of them received a varsity schedule, and one person made it to postseason. Got picked up for a playoff game. I learned from that. I tweaked the system a little bit and try to get it next year. Okay, we had 18 people come to the camp during COVID. I think some of us have COVID. Okay, and so we got a little more bodies in the school
Sylvia,
during COVID. Yeah.
excuse me, Miss Sylvia. We didn't want to interrupt. We just wanted to dip in and say hello to everybody. It's me, Kendra, Tarnisha, Jermaine.
They're in the gym. That's where I left today.
We working. We working.
Okay. All right.
Has left the meeting.
Thank you. All right. They gotta go back on the court. Then they give them 2-minute half times. So they probably was in the halftime. All right. So we tweaked it a little bit, came back, and we had out of those people that was in the school, nine of those members got playoff games. I mean, excuse me, they got varsity schedule, because some of us wasn't ready because remember it's COVID. I couldn't really do the hands on like I wanted to. It was crazy. So we wound up having 9 people, and then out of those we had 2 people that made postseason. So I'm getting better on my postseason stuff. Right now, 2021, we went virtual. Okay, so we had more training. The majority of our training was virtual. We had one class that was virtual, and then we had on hands-on part. So we had to tweak our program. So we had 21 people that attended that program. Out of those, 18 people out of that program, just during COVID, received full varsity schedules. Okay, and then out of them, 7 of them made postseason. Now I'm telling you, I'm results driven. I want to do better. I want more people, more postseason, more playoffs. Okay, because I know I can do it. And my goal was always to get 100 new people to train. That's been my goal. That's my goal. So every year I'm getting better and better as far as getting people into the program, and getting them trained up. They get a varsity schedule, not just giving games, but games they can actually handle and work. Okay, all right. And then those people, because of the work they've done on the court during the fall, they actually get selected. Because remember in Texas, we have coaches picked to do postseason play. Okay. So I'm looking this year, 2022, to make those numbers, if not double, if we can, triple. Because we have the process in place. Okay.
Sylvia,
Yes. Oh, hold on. Go ahead. Unmute, Ken.
this is Ken. I just want to say along that line that you're talking about
Your
for your
camera's
numbers.
your camera's still off.
Okay. Okay. I'm up now.
Yeah,
Hello?
there you go. Okay, good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Everybody just want to say along those lines for her numbers. This year after COVID, out of the ones that she's saying over the past few years that have moved up and stepped up. We had maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7. I was trying to count them in my head. I have them written down because I congratulate them all this at the end of the season for letting me be a part of and knowing and being a friend to their growth and like a Sam said, some of them call me Unc for what they have accomplished. So this year, I don't know if she mentioned it or if she counted them. We had maybe 6 or 7 that had multiple playoff games. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 that had multiple playoff games, and maybe 6 or 7 that had at least one. And then we had Aaron was already had a college schedule, and we had maybe 4 more from this program over the years. Some of the numbers she's talking about that got college schedules this season. So she's giving you the numbers to tell you that you join this program and you're willing to stick to it and take the punishment that you're going to get and learn and move forward. And I'm telling you that because you're going to get some punishment. And like she said, it might not be for some people. You might decide this ain't what I want. It took me some years to decide this is what I want. I didn't get a college schedule, but I've had multiple playoff games. And that comes from this program and my growth from what I was doing before I met her to what I started doing after I met her. So it works. And those guys who got college schedules this year and the ones who got at least one playoff game or the ones that got multiple, like Sam had multiple playoff games this year and made it to regionals. Aaron got multiple has a multiple college games this year, and 2 years ago he made maybe 2 or 3 playoff games here and there. So if you think you want it, like she said, she's numbers driven. She wants more. Those numbers right there that I just gave you that she didn't bring up, but I'm pretty sure they add to what she's talking about. Let you know exactly what she's saying and what she wants for SMB and the participants of SMB. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just thought that need to be noted.
Thank you, Ken. Yes. We got and that and that what happened. I had no of them. They all, matter of fact, I had 2 people contact me that made the state this year. That was thanking me for the work they did. Helping them get through the growth. But I mean, that's to God be the glory, and they continue to keep going with it, and you're gonna get success because you get the tools for you to be successful to go wherever you want to go. Okay, that's that. All right, so biggest thing I'm saying is don't be the person who's crawling through this. We need good referees now as soon as possible. Okay, you need to have some kind of training program. Okay, even if it's not me, I'm not the only area. I'm the one that's probably most organized, but I'm not the only one that trains. Okay, there's other people out here that can train. Okay, that can do things. Get some kind of training so you be successful in the year. And normally, what happens, you won't go as fast as everybody else. You do a lot of trial and error if you don't have any kind of training at all. You're gonna make a lot of pitfalls. Nothing's gonna go wrong. You can burn bridges. That happened to me when I first got here. I had no mentor, no guidance, and I was making mess because I didn't know. I'm taking the East Coast mentality in the Southern area, okay? And believe me, there's a difference between East Coast and Texas. There's a whole lot of those. So, but that happened, and I learned from that, and that's why I teach that about communication, okay? And it lets you know what's going on, the game you're playing, you don't know the rules, then you're gonna make mistakes. So with the training and organization, you get to navigate the minefields. You have to help you get through it. Your growth is going to be a whole lot slower if you have no training because you're training yourself. Now, how can you teach yourself what to do? And that's why you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You can't see yourself. How do you know that this is that the same as this? Or the 3 point arc, you think you got a 3 here, but your hand's really over here, or whatever the little things are. You have to have somebody look at you and help you and say the little tiny things. We had a
A
day about
participant has joined the meeting.
a 4 position when they stood at a 45 and flat. They didn't realize they was actually opened up. And because of that, they was breaking their field of vision. When they got them at a 45, is that little tweak is the difference with somebody making a call or missing a call. Okay, so those are the kind of things you need people to help you with when you're part of a community or training, going to some kind of training somewhere. Okay, um, next thing is you get discouraged and you quit. Okay, and we don't want that. We need referees. Okay, we don't want you discouraged and quitting. Okay, We need you to be successful. If you came this far to pay your dues and attend this training in the fall, we want to keep you. We want you to stay around because now people are making a decision. Okay, so you want you to be successful. You might have came in for one reason and realized, hey, I really like this. Okay, now how can I do something while I'm not being chased to my car after every game? Why am I getting verbally abused from the stand? So now you have to get better. Okay, these are the avenues. Getting some kind of training from somewhere. We do not want anybody quitting. Okay. The next stage we talked about was walking. We have do it yourself. What that is, we provide training every Wednesday night. Okay. Every Wednesday night, you come in, log in. Be it let's talk later on about commitments and focus to yourself. People do stuff for everybody, their kids, their wives, their significant other husbands, or whatever, and they don't think about what they doing for themselves. How are you helping your lifestyle better? Because you want a referee, but you ain't trying to get hollered at all the time. You don't want to coach in your behind, and they probably right. You're missing things because you're not training. So this thing that you're doing is for you. This is like your me time. So that when you're in the court, you'll be successful. If you don't have any money, just make a decision. Okay. I have a thing about I'm gonna make a slide. That's I asked too much slides. Okay, about what I've learned over human nature. Okay, there's a difference between making time and finding time. There's a big difference between making time and finding time. When you know it's something you need, you're gonna make time. If something you don't really care about, or you can take it or leave it, you'll find the time. So that's why I hear when people talk, you'll see me dismiss them. Why? Because I'm hearing their language. If you're not serious about what you're trying to do, you're gonna try to find the time. I say I'll find the time. I can figure that. Okay, good, bye. And I don't even look for them. If they show up, I'll be surprised. Okay, because when you want something and you want to get well and do something, you'll make the time. Okay, you'll put it in your calendar. You'll mark it. You'll put alerts up. You tell your wife. You tell your spouse. You tell your husband. This is where I'm going to be on Wednesday nights to get this 30 minutes. Okay, it's only 30 minutes out of your life. Okay, because all on Fate the Free stuff is gonna be 30-minute course. And take it, watch a little video, get better on yourself, on your own. Watch the video because my videos I always cover
A
a subject about
participant has
self-care.
joined the meeting.
So that's what you want. Okay, look, take care of you. Okay, and it's free. Okay, it's on Facebook page, Guiding Referees Growth.
A participant has left the meeting.
The slowest of the three programs. Okay, I have three different programs, and that's the slowest of the three programs. Okay, is the do it yourself because you're doing it yourself. So you gotta look at the videos, look at the rules, and there's nobody coaching and guiding you. But you eventually get to where you need to be. There's nothing wrong with that because this is how truth be told how it used to be before technology and all this coaching stuff came about. Okay? That's how it used to be. All right. You had to learn yourself. Find your own rule books. They didn't have all this down, this new, this microwave training that we have now. But our problem, when I first started in 1986, we didn't have nobody helping like this, okay, getting you ready to go. You had to figure it out on your own, okay? So it just took us longer to grow, okay? The next level is we do it with you, okay? That's our training programs. We have a monthly backstage. This is how you have now the WebEx session. This is I guess like the free last backstage session, but you have backstage. We normally open it up 30 minutes prior, okay, and 30 minutes after. So you can come in earlier, like those who was here, they came in 15 minutes early, like 3 or 4 y'all came in. We chop it up about certain things. We go live for everybody else for the general education, and then after we have post stuff. We go over plays. Somebody asks about a play. I might pull up the rules. I might go ahead and pull up a video clip. Might break down some film. That's the one we do with you to help you develop faster. Because now we want you to have the answers before the questions are asked. So we start covering things that are happening in your game so you know, and then other people are going to be there as well. So they'll know if it ever happens in their game, they already know the answer because they just talked about it in the last class. So we talked about last month. You already had, you don't want to be like, oh, good question. Let me find out. You don't want that. You want to have the answer. When the coach say something, here's the answer. You know. If a play happens, you got it. Well, that's not a foul. And then you can what? Then communicate. It's not just knowing it, but can you articulate and explain to the coach why that is or isn't a play? Okay, because sometimes it looks the same, very similar, but it's not. And then you can talk to the coach, communicate to the coach, let them know why it's not. Not only does your communication skills, who keeps unmasking that Theodore? Okay, unmuting yourself. But not only does that help you in your communication skills and the game is slow, but your stock goes up. Because now they go, this guy knows his stuff. Well, this girl knows her stuff. So now they won't keep doubting you every time you do something. But if you make a call, okay, and you don't know why the calls are made, and you can articulate it, they be like, oh, suspect. Okay. All right, Cornell, what you got for me, man?
I just wanted to highlight that point a little bit further because yesterday when we were officiating, one of the officials, the new officials, was you were asking her a question about a particular play in inbounding the ball to the wrong team. And just so happened that play happened in my next game. I swear to God, we couldn't make it up. And the coach was asking me, okay, well, same thing you just said. He was in my grill. Why can't we keep the ball? I said, well, because we stopped it before she was able to inbound. And I said it with such conviction, he didn't have a choice but to, okay, that sounds better. But I swear to God, that happened the next game.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing, Cornell. And that's what we do, And let's say he didn't have that session. We wasn't sitting around talking. We wasn't chopping it up. That's what we do. We sit around and talk about plays as a group. Okay. So technically, hey Theodore, why you keep taking yourself as mute? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. So all right. So that's how it works. That we already started the process. What do you say? As a system in place. So now his communication with that coach, all right, his stock goes up. Okay, and then they'll go back probably trust and verify. Go, man, he was right. Now your stock goes up. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Always try to work and with each other so we get better at what we're doing. Okay, what else we got going here? Access the backstage for a month. So if you buy the it's called we call it a Patreon. They call it a Patreon thing, and you buy it for a month, you get backstage for a month. You'll have backstage for a month for even that month's
Courtney
events. Okay.
has left the meeting.
If we have a challenge, you see banners for our challenges, and that month there's a challenge, you'll get backstage access for that challenge as well. So whatever that $25 is for that month, that's what it's going to be for. Okay, and ask questions. And I said that because our challenges are designed that's conferences, and I normally bring in guest speakers, NBA people, Al Al that's name. Al, he's a basketball guru. He already committed to come in. There's different people around the league and around the nation that are doing
Al
this.
Batista.
Thank you, appreciate that. Cause my brain was a mush on that one. Cause Al Burgess came in my head right away. Not Al Burgess, Al Batista. As a matter of fact, Al Burgess coming. Al Burgess coming in too. Chopping it up. So I know a lot of Al's. Okay, so just saying that they'll come in and you'll get some backstage time with them. Okay, just for that monthly quota, and that's pretty much it on that. So that's an opportunity. That's when we do it with you. Last thing is our coaching program. Okay, the coaching program is the fastest in growth and results. Okay, that's the one we have actual 4 weeks of training. Okay, we work on the total official. It's not just about the basketball. It's about everything. We're really pretty much grooming you for the next level. Okay. We customize the training for you. Okay, it's not general. Like now, it's general teaching, general stuff. You get what you need. That's not what happens. We get your film, we break down your film, we show you what you're doing wrong, and we have feedback. We have training as far as fitness and all that kind of stuff. We do an actual program. Okay, it's 4 weeks long. It's $350. I only have 5 spots because that stuff is stressful for me. Cause I gotta like break down your film. I gotta have we have a matter of fact I ain't gonna tell you. That's why I have the Cooper gone now. Cooper, you still there? No, she's gone. Okay, I'm gonna have her tell you about the program. She's actually in the program. She's in the program. Jermaine was in the program. Uh, Candria, all the ones on the court you saw now, they're all in the program, and that's how they all, most of them, out of the people that was in the program, we had a total of 6. I let one person come in, cause they really wanted to be in it, and out of the 6, one person didn't come to the chapter at all. I got my stats right here. One was their first year in the chapter, so they was gonna get a varsity. It's the first year there. Candria, Tanisha, and Jermaine, all of them got playoff games. Jermaine got 2 rounds on the boys' side, and Candace went 3 rounds on the girls' side. Okay, that's what the program was designed to do. Like I said before, the results driven. Okay, and the one that I have now, either he'll be his second year, so he will get. Matter of fact, he got a full varsity schedule. Okay, but he didn't get the playoff call nod because his first year, and we can't make miracles all the time. Okay, so that's pretty much it. How that worked out. Okay, and I was going Cooper. She probably want to wait. I want her to speak on it because she's the one who actually went through the process. The other ones they're on the court working. Okay, so and of course you get a swag kit, and then you sell the stuff they have on the shirts, the bags, all that kind. There you go. You back? Can you
Yes,
speak?
ma'am. My bad. I had to
There
take a
we
potty
go.
break.
This is your time to shine, and you want ghost on me.
Yeah, I had to go pay my water bill.
Oh, facts. Okay.
What was the question though?
Okay, talk to me a little bit about the coaching program you went through.
Okay. Actually, this meeting makes my 3rd year. I piggyback came in with Kendra, and I came in the summertime in AAU, and I pretty much got thrown out there to the wolves, but it worked. You know, I had full varsity schedule my 2nd year. Well, not full, half varsity my 2nd year, and a full varsity schedule my 3rd year. If I could decide to stay off of planes, I may make a playoff, but I'm always close to my schedule. But this program is very good, and I see a lot of people grow and glow. Now, thank you, Miss Sylvia, for everything.
And she got on some of that swag gear now. She representing
Yes,
that.
yes, I'm a representative at international. Oh, and I also, I've done FIBA and some other things in Hawaii as well. So I'm trying to take SMB International. I'm the
Facts.
international one.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And she's one of the ones that byproducts of going over and working um, in Hawaii and getting some work in. And then people say, "What? It can be done." Okay, that's what. And you go over there for vacation. You spend 5 days with the parents, and now you go work some basketball game, make some money back while you're over there, and see different type of ball. Hawaii ball might not be the same as Houston ball. Okay, that's why I like when I go to Omaha and other places. With Omaha last year for the Adidas tournament, and the ball's a little different, and that all that does is make you a better referee. Because you see the same kind of basketball in Houston, when you go to college level, remember college is not in one city, one state, it's all over. So you want to be able to be flexible enough to know how to work basketball games all over the nation. So you get picked up for Division 1 or Division 2, you're flexible enough to know how to work games in different areas. Okay, thank you, Coop. Appreciate it. The
Thank
next
you.
thing, you can fly. Okay, so it's not just the walk run. Now, when you got this, you have all the tools that you can truly go wherever you want to go. There's nothing that's going to stop you. Okay, that's our accelerated program. Okay, there's not because you'll see. I'll give you all the tools in the tool shed. Everything I've gotten over the years. The people, the NBA guys, the poor. I keep saying NBA guys because they eat, sleep, drink this. This is their livelihood. So they come up with stuff, and we'll show you little tricks and stuff. You're like, I never even thought of that. I'll share one little nugget. Do you know how fast you get from your trail to your lead? Do you even know? Do you even know that's a thing they measure? Their speed from trail to lead. I was like, okay, guess what? I told them I'm still putting in my program. We're going to start decide how fast you getting to your home spots. How fast you getting from C to C. He says 40 meters here. I mean, for 40 feet and 50. He even knew the distances. I was like, so what happens if it's not a certain time? They do 40-yard sprints, 50-yard sprints, and they time in their sprints to enhance their transition time from trail to lead, from C to C. Like I said, these guys are getting paid multiple common checks, so they have to know how to enhance their skill set to be good and have longevity at their jobs. Well, we can do that in high school. Why can't we be that good in high school? You have to be an NBA referee to know how to run back and forth and understand that point of how fast we move in transition. Okay, so that's what we do in SMB. We have our training program. We deep dive in everything and all the little tidbits we get from around to make us better referees. Okay. Challenges. We have like events, like a concert. We have an event, and that's normally for 4 days, Monday through Thursday, and it's normally followed behind the tournament. Okay, and in that time we deep dive in different areas. Okay, we might like this time, like last year, we had the first 4 days. We did mindset, vision, process, and mentor, counseling, advisors. We just deep dive. What does that mean? How do you pick an advisor? How do you pick a mentor? How do you pick what does that mean? Because you'll hear it once again, terms are thrown over, but we deep dive in every access. How do you build your processes? What's the process? How does it affect your game? And we go deep dive every single one of those things. We went through the 4 pillars. I call them the 4 pillars. Rule 2, Rule 4, Rule 9, and Rule 10. If you master those 4 right there, the rest are gonna come. But those are the core. That's what holds the roof up. Okay, and then play calling. How do you transition what you know to what you see to what you do? How do you transition to what you know to what you see and what you do? Okay. That is a process that you have to understand and develop. When you see a play, it's not automatically that because this rule applies. What mechanic am I using? And that people don't realize that's an actual process. And you can see a lot of broke processes out there. They don't have their mechanics right because they don't know the play and they're not sure of the rule. The definitions are all messed up. That's why you look chaotic. But if you know what you're looking at, you know how to adjudicate it, then you know how to communicate it. Okay? These are the nations. Okay? And that's when we deep dive into that and the challenges. And those are normally 4 weeks or 4 days long, and we handle it. So that way you have all the tools, once again, you join that challenge to master those things. All right. This training concept is new and different. Okay. No one that I know of deep dives the way I deep dive at the high school level. Okay. They have some other ones out there that for college, getting guys ready for college. They have college courses in Atlanta, and they just breed them out there in Atlanta. And if you're trying to compete for a Division 1 spot, that's who you're competing against. Okay, so I said to myself, well, we can do this in Houston. Because I have a competitive spirit. I'm sorry, that's about me. And I said, we have more games than the law will allow in Houston. There's no way we should let Atlanta have maybe a fourth of the games we have beat us in the quality referees they're putting out there. They got a per capita, how many NBA referees live where? And they say more NBA referees and NCAA referees live in Atlanta. Okay, or that Atlanta area. And I said, whoa, and that's what it's about. We can have that same culture here in Houston, and we have more reps and more referees. Okay, so that's my goal was to develop a program that could outshine. Okay, in a positive. We ain't backstabbing. You're all trying to grow together. Okay, that they push us to be better, and then soon we be pushing them to be better because we start overtaking it. All right, so that's my goal. Concept is different. Okay, McDonald's. McDonald's was not the first hamburger joint. Okay, I know if you know the history of McDonald's, it was not the first. Okay, but they're the most popular and they're international and they're franchised. Okay, but they had to start somewhere. They wasn't the first ones to do it. Okay, but their concept of what they was doing was first. Now people are mirroring their franchise around all companies, all but now they was first to do it, and now they're being modeled by everybody else. And that's what I want to do with SMB, our program. As we develop and grow, we want to be coming out of Houston, being the mecca of basketball referees. Okay. Every year we get better and better. Every year I tweak. Every year my basketball community makes me better. It's not just me. It's everybody around me, supporting me, helping me understand, see things clearly, and then helping us grow. Okay. So every year we're getting better, and we're going to refocus on this goal to be international. The vision is to create a standard in high school basketball with a national accreditation. So before in the beginning, I'm Cisco certified. That certification I have is global. If I wanted to go to Africa and be a Cisco engineer, all I gotta do is show them my certification and I can demand a certain salary and work over in Africa for that certain amount of salary. Because that accreditation is known around the world. Cisco's global. Okay. I'm just being moderate. I just want to try the nation. I want to make sure we have the best referees we put out and do a program in the nation. So no matter where you go, wherever you leave or move to, or your job takes you, all you got to do is say, I'm a SMB official, and they look it up, and there you are. All the things you can do. We have digital badges. That means they just look it up. You can send them the links to the digital badge, and it'll tell you what you are, what level you are, and everything you're supposed to have done and accomplished. Okay. That's going to be probably 1 or 2 years down the road. That's why we're really going that long way because I'm developing the program. Every year we're getting better. Every year I'm tweaking. And this is how we're going to get better as a community. Okay. Every great idea must start somewhere. Okay. So as I said, we're just starting it out now. And I appreciate your support to help us get it growing. And you can say you're part of the founding group. Because the 5 girls that started SMB, they could say that. They was part of the original 5 that started, SMB before it took off the way it's now. It's nothing like it was then, but now it wasn't for them. We just kept getting better and better. Okay. Okay, what's the next step? Okay. Pick a training program that fits your vision. Okay. You have to understand your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you refereeing? You refereeing for the money? Well, if you're refereeing for the money, this program can still work for you if you understand the fact that being a good referee produces games, which produces money. If you put money first, give me 10 games. I'll go 14 games all day. Okay, this program is not for you. Okay, because you will not be successful refereeing 14-day games from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, and you think you're putting out a good product. I'm promising you, you're not. I have money in my pocket that'll go against the fact that you are looking like trash after game 3 because you're mentally and physically exhausted and you're just now going through the motions. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we find a program that fits your goal. Okay, what you want to do? If you want to stay a bit to be a good high school referee, if you want to move to JUCO, you want to do a Division 1, and we have avenues and processes for all those. First, you have to get your foundation straight, your high school, and then once you get that done, I have people all over that can help you get to that next level. I can't get you to the NBA because I'm not in the NBA, but I know 3 people in my program that can, and they are in the NBA. And they always say, send me your people. That's what they say, send me. Because they know the SMB core is solid. And they don't have to worry about accountability, availability, flexibility. They know that they coming through my program, they're going to have those abilities down. Now they got to teach them the next thing to be an NBA referee or a JUCO or a FIBA. Okay, all those avenues we have. So first, find out what you want to do. Next, communicate with your family. Okay. Let them know this is what you want to do. Okay. Because it's going to take some commitment. And I'm big on communication. I don't want anybody's wife. When I first started, we had some drama, of course. We got growing pains. But this guy's telling his wife he with me, and he ain't with me. He out doing something crazy. I went and told that. He ain't with me. Okay. So make sure they understand what you're going to be doing. Okay. And what your vision is. So they can be supportive. They'll know that, okay, Wednesday night, don't mess with them because I know they're going to be in this 30-minute meeting. Or they would say, hey, what time is it? Any time for your meeting? See, there it is. Sometimes you need somebody to help support you. When you say your focus is, you share it, and they'll help support you get through it. Okay? The job. Let your job know. Some jobs are funny about officiating and that kind of stuff. You don't want to lose your job because right now the job is paying the bills. Okay, so you do become about communication. And then find a mentor or an advisor, or even a team of referees that's going to come together and support one another. Okay? Just communicate. Say, hey, guys, I'm going to do this program. You want to do it with me? Oh, it's so much fun when you have more than one person doing it. You're not by yourself. You're both laughing at each other when you fall and make the wrong calls and all kind of stuff. That's lovely. It's fun. It's fun. Probably you say, well, I don't think so. It is fun. And everybody's growing. Everybody's getting better. You always have before and after pictures. You see when we first got you and what you look now. And I love it. And it humbles them. This is where they were. It might be only a year ago, or even 2 months ago. They can see where they started at and where they are now. Okay, and their growth. Okay. Next, communicate with me. Okay, it's not keeping a secret. If you want to be part of the program, let me know so I can put you in. You have to go by the forms and the process I have in place, or not, you'll fall through the cracks. Which means I'll lose you and I'll forget. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just busy. I got a lot going on. So if you don't go the process the way the process is outlined, you're gonna fall through the cracks, and then the ship, like my mentor says, the train has left the station. Now we move on to something else, and you still trying to get on the train, but the train gone. You have to wait till the train come back around, okay? And then because we're moving, the people that did what they're supposed to do, signed up, paid their money, did their stuff, we gotta go. We gotta get them ready. We gotta put work in. So we can't wait for you to make a decision. You just make the next train, okay? Okay. Next, get connected, stay connected. Everybody that's signed up through SMB Enterprise on the website.com, guess how you got this email in the first place? So you should have got linked to the guiding referees growth. Get connected, stay connected. Once again, we have games every weekend. If we happen to have a weekend off, okay, I have other people. For instance, icebreakers coming this weekend. As of right now, I'm not assigning the icebreaker, but I know about 4 or 5 referees that are. If you communicate, you stay connected, I can tell you who to contact. And then I can even ask that person you contact, hey, put this group together so that they will work together. And that when you with like-minded referees. Because we know how challenging it is to work with somebody that's not trying to get better. They just want to make for the money. And then have fights and all kind of drama in your game. And unfortunately, you get associated with that. So we have conversations. Say, hey, I got 3 referees that want to work. Can you put them in rotation over here? And the others, they love it. They love my referees. So they know they ain't got to worry about that court. It's going to be taken care of. Okay? So get connected and stay connected. If something happens, you get disconnected, you need to reach back out, reconnect, go back online and make sure you signed up, that what you put in, it went through. I do a lot of online. When you get past 10 people, I'm a human being. I can't remember everybody. I got a lot going on. I'm also now getting another certification in DevNet. So I'm working on another certification. So I got a lot going on. So you need to let me know if you said you was available and you didn't get a game. Make sure I got your availability, because you're going to standby list, and there's always something going on between COVID, sickness, job situations. There's always a cancellation, 1 or 2. So you be the first one in line to get jobs. So you got to be connected. You got to communicate. Okay. Next thing is, there's basketball games every weekend in Houston. Like I said before, there's going to be opportunity everywhere. My reputation, okay, what I say and what I do is going to be a reflection of me. When I send you, when I refer you, you're a reflection of me. So if you never heard that before, that's how it is. I'm not going to speak for you or get you an opportunity and I don't know what you can do, or your behavior is suspect. I'm not going to give somebody else a problem. Okay, so know this as me, okay, for my program. When I give you something to somebody, or say use this referee and I vouch for you, is because you know how to handle your business. And we train you so that you can handle it. Okay. Anything past that, and I found out any different, then I will not long longer speak for you, because you're a reflection of our program, of everybody in our community. And if anybody in our community has anything SMB on, we always exuberate excellence. We strive for excellence, to be the best referee we can be. Nobody's perfect. But getting to a game on time and not being there, can call and say, hey, traffic. Hey, there's an accident. Oh, I hit a pothole. Let somebody know what's going on. That's being professional. So they don't know to make an adjustment if you're on your way. That's like the basics of being humane of a person. But some people don't have that. They get there when they want to get there, do what they want to do. They don't take it seriously. Our program, we help develop that skill set, that you're accountable and dependable. Okay. Last, are there any additional questions about our program and how it works? Oh, that's it. I know I don't teach that well. Come on. No questions about nothing. Anything I might have missed, family, that I didn't cover? Nothing. Come on. We ain't trying to be shy.
You did a great job. Just to
No,
add
you
a
did a great
comment,
job. Oh,
just to add a comment in about how everything is, like Sylvia said, those things. Get connected, stay connected, reconnect, talking about the different tournaments that we'll have coming up, things like that. The Wednesday sessions, like she mentioned, you have, now that you're signed up, you're connected, you have the link to actually be in the meeting. And she also always has it up on Facebook Live. And like she also talks about reinforcement, repetition. So anything that we have going on, it's always going to be, and she says this all the time, trust and verify. We're going to provide you with the information and make sure you go to the book, verify that information. When we have these training sessions, whether it's actually being on the court with each other in each other's presence, think about what we're saying, think about what we're doing, think about what we're talking about, so we can all have that same growth mentality. We have those virtual sessions. Again, it's been literally every Wednesday night, right? I even spend time going back and looking at the Facebook because it's there. So you can do it on your own time, right? And it's the same information. But if you guys are really serious about being phenomenal referees, this is where it starts. But most importantly, it takes discipline to be here, but it takes consistency to stay here. And that's the biggest thing. We want you guys to be disciplined, but also have consistency, because without consistency, you won't ever reach any sort of goal, not just in basketball, but in life. So this is what we're here for. This is what we're about. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to have opportunities. And like Kim mentioned, I mentioned before, and just so you guys know, this isn't me making it to where I've made it. It's not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of the family, right? And anything that we do is all about the family. It's all that growth mentality. Without Sylvia, without Kim, without Aaron, without Coop, without Burkett, with some of these people that are on this call, I wouldn't be where I am today and have aspirations of going to the next level. You guys may not have aspirations. Like Sylvia said, that's okay. But what we will do is we will, every time we step on the floor, we will be the best referee for the game. Because at the end of the day, it's what? It's about the game. Without the game, without us, you don't have anything. So let's always focus in on that. But everything that has been covered today, everything that's been said today is about helping you guys reach your level of success, and just get better.
Morgan Davies, you had something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, since I'm new at this, will the summer tournaments that we may get assigned to, do you use 2-man and 3-man mechanics, or is it, is it one or the other? Or will you go over that another time?
Who's gonna make the first correction, family?
I got that one.
Me.
Um,
Person.
Go ahead,
Person.
Anna. Anna, what you got, Anna? Hold on, Anna. Anna. Anna's new. What you got, Anna?
It's it's not the 2 person or 3 person man. It's to the 3 person
Go
and
ahead,
no,
take
and
your
don't,
time.
you got to drop the gender.
Okay, I said that. See, that's how family. You're already getting the feel of how family works. Okay, Anna's brand new. Okay, she's new to our program and everything, new to basketball, and she already knew anybody can teach anybody. The proper terminology. Because there's one thing when we talk in basketball is terminology, how we communicate. We try to communicate the same. I'm not a man. Okay, so it's 3 person or crew of 3, 2 person or crew of 2. Okay, that's first. Now, when it comes to game assignments, we normally do 2 person. That's where we start because we're brand new and new. We're new referee, we're training, we're repetition. 2 person. If your skill set is requiring you to learn 3 person, that's the next step. See, first you have to master one before you go to another. Everybody want to run a 3 person, and they don't know their primaries or how to adjudicate or work a 2 person game. Okay, so we get your 2 person mechanics correct, play calling, PCA's whistle mechanic, whistle discipline. Okay, patient whistles. Then we go to 3 person because your PCA is smaller. So if you have no discipline in 2-person, you sure gonna mess up the work to 3-person. Okay. And then if you finish your 2-person, we'll have 3-person opportunities. So it depends. Like I will not put you a random referee in the Adidas Invitational Tournament, which is a 3-person tournament. That won't happen. You don't learn you can't learn at that level. It's too quick, too fast, too much going on. You got too much going through your head for processing. But we can do an Under Armour Invitational. That's normally 2-person. Okay. So based on the tournament and what's happening, and because we are a family, I strongly recommend you still come out and look and learn. You don't always have to be on the court to learn. Okay. So we always encourage that too. Come out. You got a 3-person invitational Adidas, big EYBL Nike. Come out. They were part of SMB. People know. They know our people train. So you get in, come on, and watch how our referees work. Watch the level of play, how the positioning works. Come out and see it. How it's supposed to work. You might get an opportunity to get thrown out there the rules. We'll see. Like I did Anna. I put out there. Swim. Okay. That's how you get better. Okay. She ran a couple times and we took her back off. We wanted to crash and burn. But she got the feel of what it was like to call it that level. And that way she knew what she has to work on. Okay. But you see, she already got terminology down. See, the little things. That shows me progress. That shows me she truly is trying to get better. She ain't just bumping her gums. She ain't just talking. Okay. Did I answer your question, Morgan?
Yeah. And now I remember it. I just come from a what do you call it? Like a football background, and they try to use crew of 7, but sometimes they use like 7-man crews or whatnot. Even though we have some female officials, so after you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, but yeah, it did answer my question.
Good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Carl Moss. What you got, Carl?
Hello, Miss Sylvia.
Hey, Carl.
Um, I'm in Midland, Odessa,
Oh,
taking on this
hey.
training. I have to come and visit with my son, and I would not miss this training. So I just wanted you to know that. And also, my question is, did you go back over the pay for each one of these training sessions? Um,
Okay.
again, so you was talking about the cost of the training. I would really appreciate it.
Okay. I'm a visual person myself. Let me go back. Okay. All right. That's the coaching program. That's the they call it the flagship. And there's really 3 levels to the coaching program. We're working on it, but now I got you at the middle level, and that's 350 that we're putting together and handling right now. Because it's gonna be one less. It's gonna be totally on your own with training modules you gotta do on your own. And they're gonna be a high one. It's gonna have camps involved, where the certain camps for your growth is gonna be incorporated in the cost. Plus, you get VIP to that camp. So that's gonna be truly the Cadillac. Right now, we started with 350 for the coaching program. That's the bigger one. Then you have the $25, they call it Patreon. When you pay that on a month, say it'll be the first of the month or whatever the first day of that month, and that'll cover the whole month of backstage for the Wednesday night training and any event for that month. So there's a challenge that month, you'll get a backstage free to that month. Well, I would say free because you pay $25 in that month's events. So with people that decide they want to train, you're online. I got your emails. I signed up for the program. I'll be putting out emails that okay, this is when the challenge is, and then there's a cost for the certain things in the challenge, or it's free. What's going on with it? That's how that's going to be put out for those who like you signed up. You already got your thumbs. You already connected pretty much, and you just gotta make sure you don't block or my emails don't go to spam because it might get picked up by spam. 'Cause right now I got I think 170 something people that signed up for the summer program. So the emails be going to all 170 something people, and your email might think it's spam. Okay, so make sure that the SMB is not blocked. You'll get emails for tournaments as well as emails for for training events. Okay, because you took the initiative to sign up as entry to do it yourself. I have a way where I assign for certain things. Ken does the master assignment for all the paid courts, but for the training courts that I do, it's the people that are part of the training program. If there are games left over, and then there'll be people that are signed up, so you'll get the second notice. People that are in the training program that pay money for the backstage or for the actual accounts group, they will have first dibs on games when they're available because I gotta see them. We're training, okay? It doesn't make common sense, okay? And then if there's more games available, I'll reach out to the people that signed up for the summer program. I don't never have tournaments no bigger than that. But if something happens, I have 12 courts and I gotta cover for 3 days. Then I'll put out the blast to everybody else. But they'll be the last blast. They'll fill in the gaps. Who has priority of game assignments are the people that are training, and it should kind of make sense. Does that make sense, everybody? Why
Yes,
people
ma'am.
actually it makes sense. Wow.
Thank you so much. And I apologize for my camera is broken. That's why I'm not visual.
Oh,
But
just all good.
my mic is good.
And I'm glad about the mic. Yeah, I need that.
Yes, ma'am.
So you got the 25 for the Patreon for the monthly. So I guess there's only two paid programs we actually have available right now because the other ones are still in the work. I'm still developing. I'm building them. I'm developing them. I want quality. I'm not. I can say it right now too. I'm not about the money, but unfortunately, Con Edison wants their light bill paid, or and I gotta pay for the cable. So it has to start generating some money so it can take care of itself. That's why the fees are so low. So it's just there's enough for it to be maintained because I'm really developing the program. I'm trying to get y'all successful so I can say, does this work? Does this work? Okay, no, then let's do this. Does this work? And we get to fine tune it so that the program, before I put a monetary value to it, I know this is going to work absolutely for this, that, one, and third. Okay, and that's why I start looking at the money part. Or I might even just sell it and get old and go on a yacht somewhere. I don't know, but
So when the
but most.
25, so when the monthly, come up like this month,
Uh,
when do we pay this and how do we pay it?
Well, you send me an email saying that you want to be part of the monthly subscription, and what I'll probably do, you're really gonna get a month and a half because the rest of this month and then April, I'm
Right.
gonna lighten up for everybody. Everybody's gonna get April. So if you say I want this month, and I'm gonna say I gotta set up the Patreon. So I think I'll pick a Patreon, set it up, and then you just pay it, and I'll see it, and I'll cut it on, and then you'll have it the rest of this month of
Okay.
March, and then all of April, and then you want to do it
Thank you.
again, and then if not, you might say I got enough information, I'm good. You don't have to do it. That's why I said I did it monthly because
Right.
something might happen. Yeah.
Right.
And the biggest thing, if you really think about it, thanks to Ken. Ken is a phenomenal assigner. He's got it going on. He's had us set up now with we'll get no less than $25 a game. And this weekend with the Under Armour program, he got us $30 a game. So that $25 investment will it's winning like a game fee, pretty much. You gotta get a mindset for it, So like a game fee. So good question. Thank you. Anyone else? What happened to the shirt and tie there, Ken? I was liking that. Oh, you muted.
I had just come from church, so while you was discussing some of those things, I said, let me get comfortable right quick to finish up.
I thought that was
So
for us. You was showing us your
uh,
corporate side.
I left it on, just so y'all can see I clean up pretty good. So, you got to impress the family. You impress nobody else, you got to impress the family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that yeah, part of it. Yeah. And then we'll also go into the part about traveling when we travel. Okay, it's all going to be a part of what we do. We're going to take a vote who wants to go here, and because it was a family. Once we get everything set up and we got the training modules in place, then we'll start talking about where we're going to go. Who wants to go? I know one place one time suggested no one wanted to go there. I said, oh, okay, and that was crazy. It's okay, so we didn't go. We want to go in Omaha instead. And that was a good experience. For me, I'd never been to Omaha. I would never even thought about going to Omaha. That's one thing about basketball. Your whole world could open up because things are gonna happen because I'm people I know. I don't know y'all. I'm meeting y'all. You're meeting me because of basketball. So summertime is a very exciting time, to get to know people, um, get you out your comfort zone, and you work on your skill set as well. Okay. Yes. That's about it for this. If you have any more questions, I only keep this to be keeping you, especially my live. Let me let my live go first. All right. Thank y'all again for supporting SMB. If you like anything, I said you don't have to be in Houston to be part of the training program in the summertime because we all over. We travel. We everywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and sign up. And I'll call you if you're out of town, and we can coordinate with John Hicks. So when you come into town for a tournament, or if you want to go to us when we go to start traveling around, and you get your training stuff done. So appreciate your time. Thank you very much. All right, for y'all, that's for live. Live is gone. Okay, for backstage, that's the difference too. Okay, live we kick live off normally 30 minutes or an hour, depending what's going on. By live, then we come back here. So those who are shy, they want to ask no questions on Facebook. You can ask back here. Some people get to the point they get that gunshot. They want to ask no questions. So everybody here is good. No questions, comments, concern. Now that we're not live, yeah, we still good. Hey,
I don't have any questions, but I just want to thank you for bringing me along. Thank Miss Sylvia for embracing me. I met Sam and Aaron yesterday. They talked to me like they've been knowing me for years. I appreciate that, So I just want to say thank you for just embracing me and bringing me in.
oh, our pleasure. If you want to learn, we want to teach. Yeah, thanks, Scoop. Yep, and that's a bit the mindset. Get your mind right, and we'll get you prepared for the fall. Cause that's the whole thing. We're getting you ready for the fall. It starts now, and you're gonna see how many people you're gonna pass up when the fall starts. Y'all hit the ground. How you say? Y'all hit the ground. You remember? Is that Sam still? Is Aaron still here? Hey, Jackson! I just saw Jackson. Are you there, Jackson?
I'm here. Oh,
Hey,
where Jackson?
where you
Jackson?
doing at?
Where Jackson is?
He in there? Say hi, Jackson.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been at church, was driving, and I just made it home like not too long ago. So
That's what's up. He's one of our trainers. Oh, good stuff. Glad he can grace us with his presence. He's another one of the college guys. They gotta fit us in when they can.
Jackson
But
big time.
Jackson, big time. Thank you, Jackson, for supporting us. Appreciate you. Yes. He has got a lot of these guys off the ground. He's very, very good, very knowledgeable and play calling. And we have to say we'll invite him into some of our backstages to help break down some film and stuff if his schedule permits. So most definitely. Good stuff. Good to see you, Jackson. Thanks for helping us out. Thanks for supporting us. Yeah, so
most definitely.
yeah. We like to everybody gives back. As I say, it's different than what you probably heard about or what it's about. It's the community. Each one teach one. Okay. And so we're gonna feel the love. If you want to get better, we're gonna try to help you get better. That's what we're here for. Every single one of these people in here, they used to be where you are at some point in their career. And who was that? Aaron, were you the one that had that thing about when you're here at this level? Remember that thing you used to say when you
Which one you talking about?
when you start with mid season and remember that you said?
Yeah. I remember you talking about when by the time we get to district play, we already in playoff mode.
Yeah. You had that stage. Yeah. And that's how he. You remember about how it goes? When the season starts, we already mid season. That's how it
Right,
goes.
right. By the
Yeah.
time the season starts, we done trained so much through the summer that we already in district play. Then by the time district play, we in. By the time district play, we in regional.
Postseason. Right.
Yep, there you go.
Postseason. Yeah.
So
Postseason.
basically, it's just the mindset of staying ahead of what's going on because everybody say, quote unquote, everybody want the big time game or this game, but in essence, every game is a big game to those 12 kids or however many kids on the court. So that's just that thought and that drive that keeps you going. because at the end of the day, you always like you said earlier, you want to be ahead of it. You don't want to get a question to the and you stumbling because it's going to make you look bad and it's going to make the crew look bad. So there's just a mindset, and this program is all about mindset. And luckily, I of course Sylvia is my mentor, has been, always will be, great person. But like she said earlier, when you find somebody like Jackson and I, we go out to eat. He know my wife, he know my family. Like that's my guy, and we talk about plays to this day. I remember when I was in my college game and out for the first time, and I was a crew chief. I said, "Man, Jackson, I'm a crew chief. Man, what I'm gonna do?" But then we talk. Now, I say, "Hey, Jackson, give me the words of encouragement before I go in this game." And we'll go biblically, or he'll go biblically and basketball, or he'll just go biblically. And you have to find somebody that's a rider with you like that. And even though Jackson
A
is a
participant
rider,
has left the meeting.
Jackson also is a men's official, and I'm a women's official. But we are still connected together, and we both have a growth mindset. And it's so funny. We went out to dinner the other night, and Jackson and I was talking, and people see the success, but they don't know the work that went behind it, or they don't know those countless hours of me texting Jackson at 10 o'clock, and he mad because I'm calling him at 11 o'clock. You don't want nothing, or I'm calling him at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, and he don't have to be at work till 9 or 10, and he
That's
still
a
sleep.
lie.
What you say, Jackson?
I said that's a lie on the 9 o'clock.
Oh man, I called you the other morning. You said I'm just getting to work. I stopped and got breakfast. It was like 9:30. So, but it's good to have that, and you'll find yourself going faster when you have like-minded people around all the time. Because this summer it's definitely going to be challenging for people, because some people are still afraid of COVID, but in Texas they don't care. It's the wild wild west. Okay, but you still be safe, be comfortable with what you have to do. Also, you're going to get opportunities. If you are a good official, you're going to get opportunities. Whether that's high school, excuse me, whether that's middle school, AAU, high school, college, you just have to be prepared for your opportunity. And if you are prepared for the opportunity, you'll be successful. And that's what this program is about, helping you be successful by the time that opportunity arrive. Man, I'm talking. I ain't talked this much in a long time. What's wrong with me?
Why you think we ain't stopping you? We're amazed.
Ah, but good stuff. But good stuff. And I'm ready. I'm ready for this summer, because this summer is going to be a challenge for me, and I'm still growing. And I'm never going to stop growing. So yeah, Jackson, you got something you want to add? 'Cause you looking
let me
super
let me
sharp
ask
over there.
Morgan before Jackson say. I know he wants to say. Hold on, Jackson. I want Morgan. Morgan JVs. You had a question?
Yeah, not a question, but more of a comment. I just like to say I'm really looking forward to the summer program and learning, growing, being becoming a better official in the future. Hopefully,
Yes.
work up towards a varsity schedule, etc. And who knows where it'll go from there.
That's the
Yes, sir.
purpose. That's the purpose of this meeting, to get your mind right, as you know what's going to happen, the possibilities you have. Nothing can stop you but you. And we're gonna. You saw his head. He's a women's side college. I mean, and he's a men's side college. We'll have NBA people wherever you want to go. We'll have opportunities. So keep your mind right. Stay focused. Stay positive. Put that work in. Who knows? Who knows where you can go? You'll be amazed. I wish Jermaine was on here. That would be a good testimony. Because at first, I just want to be a good high school referee. Now we can't get him out of college camps. He trying to take off
He's
now.
just trying to take off, man. Just trying to go places where you need to be, and don't even let nobody know.
Hey, we
Don't
ain't
even
going
let
that far.
nobody
Hold on,
know.
hold on. We ain't going that far, family.
Where
Hold
he at? Where he at? I
on.
call him.
He on the court. What you got,
Yeah, I
Jackson?
know. Where is Jackson?
No, I was just gonna say, he hit it on the money. It's just finding like a common group of like friends or somebody that you really bond with, like on and off the court. Because, I mean, too, like from a officiating, you have aspirations. It's also like a competitive standpoint. Like if you go into camps, like everybody's trying to get hired or go somewhere, but having those people where I guess the word I'm looking for is not a jealousy or they're happy for your success. And that you're both just encouraging and motivating each other to like be the best that you can be.
And I definitely piggyback on that. Um, I great point, Jackson, because a lot of people that you think are rooting for you, they rooting for your downfall. Okay, so be careful going forward, like Jackson said, because you have to find somebody. I can tell Jackson whatever, and I ain't got to worry about it getting wherever it don't need to go, and that's a trust. It's hard to trust somebody, but at the end of the day, you have to find a circle, and I feel like this family is amazing, and we hold each other accountable because hey, Jackson, you missed that play. Jackson, that coach deserved that technical foul yesterday. Kendra, oh, she ain't on the phone. My bad. but
What you doing now? She ain't
but
here.
my bad, my bad. But I'm just saying. But you definitely have to have that, and this is a good place to start. And I'm excited. Y'all really got me excited. You know, like, and good. I'm really, yeah. Should be really good.
Well, I'm on that note. Huh? Hey, what you got, Cam?
Before we go, because I got to get out of here. This is Jackson's on now, and Sam was on, and Aaron's on. We talked about Jermaine. Dewan was on earlier. Like I said, Miss Kendra, Candace. I told Miss Sylvia, and I told Aaron. I sent them all a text about their progress and everything. And for Mr. Morgan and the other ones, the new ones that were on, that's going to be coming into the program. This is what we do. I said it earlier. This is what we do, and this is how we do it. I tell them all the time. A lot of times, I'll talk to Miss Sylvia, or she'll talk to me, or even if it's just something, if I knocked out the schedule and just send it to her. A lot of times, I tell Jackson, Aaron, Sam, I'll schedule them where I can be in the gym, especially in summertime, where I can watch them work. Because, like I told them, as I watched them grow as young officials to now, I love to watch them work. I love to watch y'all work. Aaron shaking his head. I tell him that all the time. And they be thinking I'm crazy, he tripping. No, I love to watch y'all work. When y'all have events and I'm not, and I might have had something to do that weekend, where you gonna be? I'm coming to the gym. Why? I love to watch my guys work. I got that from Miss Sylvia because Miss Sylvia used to pop up at the gym. You don't even know she there. When I first started working with Miss Silver, somebody, oh, Miss Silver sitting up in the corner of the bleachers with her camera. Miss Silver ain't in here. Look at me, come back on Miss Silver. And she'll come down and tell you, I've been there for 2 or 3 games. What the hell did I do them 2 or 3 games? And I didn't know she was here. The first thing goes through your mind. What really I want to say another word, but you can't, I'm not gonna say that word. But what did I do those 3 games that she been here up in the corner of the stand? And I didn't know she was here. Don't worry about it because when she came down in the stand, she's coming to tell you what you did or didn't do. That's what I mean by the punishment. So you got to be ready for it. But like I said, I sent them all the texts. I got to send back to Miss Cantor. They didn't get it. I hope Jackson got it. Aaron, I know Sam got it. Um, I'm proud to know this lady. I'm proud to be a part of what she's putting out there. I'm proud of her to have given me a say and a position in this. And Jackson and Aaron and Sam, they call me a lot of times. I call them. So before I go, I just want to say that and let y'all know that a lot of people say silver this and silver the program that. Just like she said, those people, they don't mean you no good. Pay attention to what's good for you. Pay attention to what's there for you, and go get it. And the people here that's in your face right now will help you get it. I gotta get out of here, guys. Great meeting. Glad to be a part. Y'all know I'll be talking to y'all soon. Thank you.
All right, man.
And
And on that
and
note, we all
and,
should be
and
good.
oh,
Huh?
okay. I was
What
gonna
you
say
got,
because you
Aaron?
done
You
got me
really rolling
talking
today,
now.
boy.
I know, right? But
I'm,
see,
this is really a
but
novelty,
you
y'all. You don't know.
but you know, and maybe we not everybody cup of tea too, because we do demand. Because if I'm taking away time from my house, my family, we want the best from Sylvia. We go to playoff games or whatever. Watch Sylvia. We go to playoffs and watch Jermaine went to a college game with me. Like everybody is getting the experience, you know. And and it's funny. And I speak on it even though Jermaine ain't here. Jermaine was in the pregame and Jermaine said, Aaron, I've never seen this side of you before. I was like, yeah, it's the different. But you have to be professional at all times. And they go across the whole board. So I'm excited. I mean, I hope y'all with us. I know, hey, like Sylvia said earlier, 20 people may start, but only 10 might finish. So I mean, it's all about what you want. Like you said, I've been here the longest. I mean, on the call, I've been here the longest. I've seen people. I know people, and there's been several people that came through, and they're good referees, but maybe they want to fit for what we do because we how you do it. You close your fists together and it gel together. So that's how we looking for, and we're gonna be happy. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna do it the right way. Most importantly. And so on that note, I think I'm done. I mean, Jackson looking all serious in the phone home. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. You heard it from the family. You got a feeling what we do, how we look out for one another. We love on